Assalamu alaikum dear students. Today I am going to start the new chapter which is about reproduction in plants. So first of all I will define the what is reproduction. Reproduction, the process by which living things produce offsprings. That process in which the living things produce their children is called the reproduction. Clear? The process by which the living things produce offspring is called reproduction. So the plant sexual reproduction, what is the process in the reproduction in plants? So plants do the reproduction by the sexual method. Most plants including trees reproduce by the means of seeds. So it means the seeds are proceeding by the process of the reproduction. So seeds are made because of sexual reproduction. Sexual reproduction means in which male cell joins with an egg or female cell. When the male cell joins with the female cell or an egg, this is called the sexual reproduction. Clear, girls? So the seeds are come by the process of the reproduction, and this reproduction is called sexual reproduction when the male cells combine with the female cells and they reproduce. Fertilization, joining of male and female cells is called fertilization. So what does it mean by the fertilization? When the male cells joins with the female cells, this is called fertilization. Flower contains the reproductive organs and fertilization takes place in the flower. Clear? Flower contains the reproductive organs and we need the reproduction, which is done by the reproductive organs. If the reproductive organs are present in the flower, so this will be easy to reproduce for them. Clear? So flower contains the reproductive organs and fertilization takes place in the flower. Parts of flower. Some flower contains only the male sex organs, while others have only female sex organs. Clear? Some flowers contains only one male sex organs, mean each are the male flower, and the other one have the female sex organ, which means these are the female flower. So some flowers contain both male and female sex organs. Some flowers having only the male sex organs, while the some having only female. While some flowers are having both male and female sex organs. So what is the parts of the flower? Parts of flowers are sepals, petals, stamens and carpels. These are the parts of the flower. They are arranged in the rings form, one inside other. Clear? They are arranged in the form of rings. जिस तरह आप देखती हैं ना, ऊपर पेटल्स होते हैं, बीच में उनके स्टिग्मा बने होते हैं, फिर उसके इर्द गिर्द जो होते हैं वो सेपल्स होते हैं. So they are arranged in the rings form. You can see in that diagram, the mid portion, the elongated portion or the green portion is called the stigma. The mid portion of the green is style, then ovary. Inside the ovary, the ovule is present. Then the yellow portion inside it, the elongated or the tube-like structure, are the anther and the filament, which is called collectively stamen. Anther and filament, and collectively called stamen. This is stamen. Clear? And below the red part, this is the sepal. The red part is the petals. Clear? Sepals. The sepal protect the flower when it is in bud. They are usually green and leaf-like. It is green in color and leaf-like structure, and the sepal protects the flower when it is in the bud form. When it is in the bud form, they protect the flower. Petals. Petals are often brightly colored and scented. There may be nectar at the base of each petal, which produce a sugar nectar. Petals are often brightly colored and scented. There may be a nectar at the base of each petal, which produce a sugar nectar. Clear, girls? They produce a sugar nectar, and there may be like juicy type के होते. जब कोई भी insect या bee उनके पास आते तो they collect the nectar from them. ठीक है? and they form the later on honey. Stamens. Stamens are the male reproductive organs. Each consists of an anther which contains pollen grains and stalk called filament. Pollen grains contain the male sex cells. Clear, girls? You know about that the yellow part is the stamen and the top part is the anther in which the pollen grains are present, and the stalk or the tube called the filament. Pollen grains contains the male sex organs. You can see in that diagram the yellow portion. The yellow portion is the filament. Clear? Or the stamen. And the bow portion at the top is the anther in which the pollen grains are present, and these pollen grains are the male sex cells. Clear? And the stamen are the male sex organ. Now coming towards the carpel. Carpels are the female reproductive organs. Clear? Each carpel contains one or more ovaries in which tiny ovules or egg cells are found. An ovule contains the female sex cell, and each ovule can grow into a seed. Clear, girls? Carpels are the female reproductive organ. Stamen are the male reproductive organ, and the carpels are the female reproductive organs. Each carpel contains one or more ovaries in which the tiny ovules or egg cells are found. An ovule contains the female sex cells, and each ovule can grow into a seed. Clear? An ovule contains female sex cell, and each ovule can grow into a seed. You can see in the diagram ovary. Inside the ovary, ovule is present, and each ovule can grow into a new seed. Above the ovary is a narrow stalk called the style, and this ends in the stigma. The stigma is often sticky so that the pollen grains can stick to it. Clear? The pollen grains can stick to it. That's why they form the fertilization. Now, coming towards the pollination, the transfer of the pollen from one part to another of the same species called pollination. When the pollen grains are transferred from one plant to another plant, or they form in one flower to another part of the flower, this is called the pollination, and it must be done before fertilization. You can see in that diagram, this is the pollination. When the pollen grains are transferred from one plant to another by the help of pollinator. Clear? Pollinator के थ्रू एक प्रोसेस होता है. Pollinator is bees or different insects, or this is done by the wind. Pollen grains are transferred, and this is stick to the stigma because stigma are sticky, so that's why they capture the pollen grains. Now the pollination are divided into two types: self-pollination and cross-pollination. So the transfer of the pollen from a stamen to stigma of the same or to another flower on the same plant. Clear? When the pollen grains are transferred from the stamen to the stigma of the same or to another flower on the same plant. एक ही प्लांट के अंदर एक फ्लावर से दूसरे फ्लावर में जब वो ट्रांसफ़र होते हैं, दिस इज कॉल्ड सेल्फ पॉलिनेशन. Clear, girls? Self-pollination produce young plants which are almost the same as the parent cell. Clear? Self-pollination produce young plants which are almost the same as the parent plant. बिल्कुल सेम होती है. There is no variation. Clear? And there are no differences. They same with their parents. This is the self-pollination when the pollen grains are transferred from anther to the ovary. Now, what is the cross-pollination? Transfer of the pollen between the stamens of one flower to the stigma of a flower on a different plant of a same species. When the pollen grains are transferred from one flower to another plant of the same species सेम होगी लेकिन plants different होंगे. Plant different है तो this is called cross pollination. Cross pollination gives a wider variety. They gives us a variation. This helps to survive if the conditions are not favorable with the growing plant. Clear? The cross pollination gives us a variety, a different plants. Thank you, girls. Next topic we will discuss in our next lecture. Thank you.